What is going on, you guys? I am back with another video. Today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Age of the Primes Leader Class Megatronus the Fallen. So before we get to Megatronus or any of his accessories, let's go over the packaging. Oh, here we have our Age of the Primes packaging. This nice artwork of Megatronus here and in his Hellfire tank mode. On this side you have a bigger rendition of that art. And on this side, you have the image of the Pantheon with Liege Maximo, Megatronus, and Star Optimus Prime. Here are their logos. I hope Liege kind of ends up looking like this. He kind of looks like Rampage. Or Inferno, I mean. And then on the back, you have your obligatory product shot of Megatronus. Him using his weapon. Oh, that is it for the box. So now let's go to the contents. You have Megatronus's flame effects. You got two of these little fire effects done in translucent orange. And then you have his two shoulder effects done in yellow. You have this missile pod. The Spark Infuser, well, half of the Spark Infuser from Robots in Disguise 2015, done in purple with some metallic silver paint. This tip is rubber. This part's plastic, the tip is rubber. And then you have his sword from his Robots in Disguise counterpart. So, that is that. Now, bringing in the big bad, most powerful prime of the group. Here we have Megatronus. And I gotta say, this guy is really nice. A really nice figure. Done in all this nice charcoal gray, gunmetal black kind of color. The silver, the purple, the yellow. He just looks really great. He rolls fantastic. Articulation-wise, in his vehicle mode, his turret can rotate. The turret can go up and down. And the turret tip can bend. So if you kind of want a limp turret, like in a cartoon, but yeah. You can use the blast effects here in the cannon mode, or in the tank mode. So there's that. You can also plug them in to the various 5mm ports across the figure. What I like to do is this. So now you've definitely got a murder tank. There's that. Let's take this missile pod and plug it in over here to this 5mm post. No, oh wait, I forgot about those. You got that, and you got these little missile pods that he can shoot with as well. You can store the weapons here on the sides, or if you just want it sticking out, you can do that. But that is the tank mode, more or less. Now let's get into some comparisons with, starting off with the Legacy United Cybertron Vector Prime. Here's hoping still that the Age of the Primes version we're getting is an extensive retool of this. If not, oh well. Here he is with the deluxe Age of the Primes Solus Prime, his girlfriend. There's that. And then here's his brother, Voyager Age of the Primes, Prima Prime. And you can see right now the Age of the Primes version of these, the Primes we've got so far in this line are coming together really nicely. I mean, if you want to just get Vector Prime like that, so be it. Otherwise, wait for the other one we're getting later next year. We also got Studio Series 86 Commander Optimus Prime. So you can see how he looks with Optimus. Kingdom Commander Class Rodimus Prime, because Rodimus doesn't get enough love with the Prime comparisons. And I think the one I was waiting for to show off the most, here he is with his successor, or his namesake, the Takara Dramatic Capture version of Earthrise Megatron. I cannot wait to see this guy next to the 86 version of Megatron. So, that is his tank mode. This is a nice tank mode. So now, let's get to his robot mode. And here we have Megatronus in his robot mode. And I've better raise this up more. There we go. So here he is in his robot mode, and I'm even more astonished with the robot mode over the tank mode. I mean, look how clean this is for a tank former. This is astonishingly clean. So, let's get a close-up look at Megatronus' head sculpt. Nice looking head sculpt for old ventilator head. He looks great with this purple, the silver, and the yellow. Reminded me a lot of Emperor Zurg from Toy Story. I don't know why. Articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint. Arms can do a full 360. They can go in and out. Due to transformation, you've got Butterfly, Extreme Butterfly. You got bicep rotation. You got elbow bend. Hands on a ball joint. You got opening fingers. You got a waist rotation. Hips can go forward and back, in and out. Thigh rotation here. Knee rotation. Knee bend. Pivoting foot. And ankle tilt. Megatronus is posable as hell. So, now let's get into his weapons. Let's start with the Spark Infuser. That just tabs into his hand, so he can infuse things. There is a blast effect on the top of it. So far, the only thing I've been able to use are the other blast effects that have the hole. So, there's that. You have the sword, which you have to open his hand and... hold on. There we go. Now he's got his little machete sword thing, so he can hack away at things. Or you can... you don't like standing all the time. Put this in his hand. And then peg this in on the bottom. So now you have like his staff. You have like a staff weapon in general. Let's put this in his other hand, actually. Or if you don't want him to hold either one of them, they've got ports here on the back you can use to store them. So there's that. I'm just gonna put this back in his hand as a staff. Now you could take the barrel of the tank mode, bend it at this port, plug it in on either port hole. I like this one because that's what's on the box. So there you've got his shoulder cannon. And now we have the Requiem Blaster in its extended mode. So let's take him out of here a minute and go over the Requiem Blaster, done in purple. Here's the logo for Megatronus. Got some nice yellow. So to transform this into its weapon mode for him to use, we want to bend this post down and collapse this. Now you have the Requiem Blaster in its proper cannon mode. And this looks awesome. Unfortunately, you cannot get many figures to hold this due to the short peg. I mean, I've got the arm of Buzzworthy Cup here. Hold on. He can hold it, but not many figures can actually hold it as a handheld weapon. This was designed to plug into his forearm a la Megatron, so, I mean, it makes sense. Megatron would get a lot of stuff from him, so plug it into either one of the ports here on his forearm. I choose the top port. And there he is, all ready for battle. Now, you can also take the blast effects, again, either into the cannon or here on the figure. Let's put him on the figure. Oop, other way. And then... oh, wrong side. This always gives me the loop-de-loop when I'm trying this. There we go. And there he is, all covered up with his effects. Now, I've watched a lot of videos on this guy, and a lot of people recommend don't display him with these for too while because since it's rubber, the ports will get stressed out. But, yeah. So, now, too far. Let's get into some comparisons. All right, starting with, we have Cybertron United, or Legacy Cybertron United, Legacy United Cybertron Vector Prime. Good grief, I cannot speak. So, there he is with that. Hopefully my DNA kit for this will come in sooner than later. Here he is with the deluxe Age of the Primes Soulless Prime, his girlfriend, with Voyager class Age of the Primes Prima Prime, with the DNA design Nova Prime Star Saber. I have something coming in to replace this sooner or later. This is just with him temporarily until that comes in. So, there's that. Here he is with the 86 Commander class, Optimus Prime. So you can see how he scales with Optimus. With Kingdom Commander class, Rodimus Prime, because, again, Rodimus doesn't get enough love. And finally, here he is with the Takara Dramatic Capture, Earthrise Megatron. So you can see how they look together. Overall, I think Age of the Primes Megatronus is a phenomenal figure. This guy's got posability coming out of everywhere you look. His weapons are awesome. He just overall is an awesome figure. And it's just great to finally have another Prime in the collection. Yeah, it's just good to have an overall setup there of the current Primes. I've got Alchemist on pre-order. I'm waiting on Hasbro to drop the pre-orders for Onyx. So, yeah. But overall, I give this guy a 10 or an 11 out of 10. He is an awesome figure. And the fact that everybody was assuming that this guy was going to be the basis for 86 Megatron. And come to find out now that everybody's going to be wrong, that's going to be hilarious. So, yeah. Well, let me know what you guys think about this figure down in the comments below. This has been the review for the Transformers Age of the Primes Leader Class Megatronus The Fallen. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys later.